So I need to confirm on as well as on your pizza.
Okay.
And
Okay, y'all should be able to hear me now, right? Okay, let me go and get yeah, y'all. So I ordered a Walmart order, and once again, they just, they just can't get it right. It ain't my fault. Y'all don't get it right. Mm-mm. We're complaining because I don't, and then if I have to bring something back to the store, that really irritates me even more. So, how y'all doing this morning? Hey Lisa, hey sis Christine, how are you? Yeah, I wanted some grits, eggs, and I think I want sausage. I don't think I want this. Yeah, I want sausage. I don't want bacon. I wanted grits, eggs, and I think after this time I'm not gonna buy no more pork. I've been trying to get away from that pork, y'all. Got back into eating it, and it has been. I don't eat it every day, but I do. I will say, like, if it's bacon or sausage, I do be having that a couple times a week during, breakfast and stuff. And so I woke up today and something was on a post and it was like the worst tapeworm ever is, yeah, I ain't make my bed. I just got up. I was on the phone with Walmart and I was up so late. Y'all got up late too. The worst tapeworm that you could have, which, fasting cures all things, but is the pork tapeworm. And I was like, oh, that convicted me even more to see that. But I know tapeworms are real and tapeworms cause other issues in your body. I got my water going. I'm getting ready to make some grits. I'm getting ready to make some sausage. And no, we're going to make the sausage on top of the stove since I'm doing them a different way. The worst tapeworm is pork. That's the worst tapeworm, right? So we're gonna make breakfast. I gotta make some more hibiscus tea. I got a couple things I want to share with y'all. Something else that I found new inside for the house as far as renovations wise. If you're making grits, just quick, straight to the point. It's every four, you know how with rice is every cup of rice is 2 cups of water. Well, with grits is every measurement, like a fourth of a cup, you need 4 times the amount. So a cup of water, basically. A cup of water. I always put just a little bit more, and I'm going to put a little bit of bouillon and garlic in here because we're going to do savory grits today. That's what I want to do. And I'll do pepper later after I'm done. We're going to cut this down real low. I like mine to be real creamy. Then I'm going to add my cheese and cream and stuff to it. So we're going to cut that down low so we can get this the sausage going. Let's put this away. And these are just regular sausage from Aldi. Let me get my apron Let me get my apron because I be wiping my hands and all that good stuff. I got a couple things that need to go down. First things first is I'm getting ready to, before I even, nope, I'm gonna do this first. See, this is my brain. What do you call it? I forgot the word for it, but my brain be all over the place. It'd be so hard for me sometimes to do multiple things because as soon as I see something, I try to do it, but then I have to stay in order of what's best for me to get it done. And that can be frustrating. I got to clean these dishes. These are dishes that occurred after dishes were washed. We got up and was eating some late night snacks and cake and all that other stuff. So those dishes need to be clean. I got to put dishes away. We are going to cut this sausage and get a couple pieces out of it. I'm going to add some sage to it because I love the taste of a sage sausage. We're going to do that. And I'm going to make some sourdough bread and some cheese eggs, some sourdough toast from Aldi, and some cheese. That should be more than enough right there. Put that away. Some cheese. Ugh. So what I do to season my meats even more is I add a little bit of other things. So we got a little bit of spice. I like spicy stuff. Then we're going to add some sage. Sage or fennel turns your sausage into a nice, spicy, good tasting old school breakfast sausage. So sage or fennel. And if you don't have those, you can use poultry seasoning on your sausage. And I also like to put a little bit of thyme and onion powder. And when I tell you that sausage be so bomb, it be so bomb. And it's the same like when I buy like a ground turkey. These are the things I put on the ground turkey in order for it to have like a good flavor. That was onion powder. So I'm just gonna mix this up real quick. Make like 3 little nice patties. Let me get that. I just washed this board. I should have got the bigger board. And we're just gonna do this. It has its own grease once it hit this pan, so I really don't want to put too much grease on it until I see how they fry. Yep. So we're going to mix that all good together. And then once we get it mixed, we are going to make 3 little patties out of it. And we should be good. Yep. Actually, it's going to make, let me make 2 big ones because this one going to be a little small. There we go. How you guys doing today? It's rainy and gloomy here. How is it for you guys? It is rainy and gloomy. There we go. That's it. That's enough. And I'll make my grits and stuff. It's rainy and gloomy. And, whew. All right. Now I'm getting ready to get my hibiscus. I ran out, so it's time to make more. I'm going to do the tea, then clean the jar out. Did y'all hear me? Y'all should be able to hear me still. Let me know if y'all can hear me from over here. That's why I like putting the microphone on because I move so much. All right, so let's put that sausage away. We're going to stick it and tuck it right in this bowl, just like so. I should take it out. No, this bowl is too small. Let me see. Not if I could squish it in. Okay, we squished it in. All right, that's squished in. Let's get this off of here. Put this over here. We are getting ready to make the water. So what I like to do is fill this up to make sure I'm getting just enough water for the hibiscus tea. So we're going to fill it up over here. Let me rinse it out first. And then put it in my teapot and let that boil while I get these dishes going. I'm over here getting some water for the teapot. And this fills up perfectly, just the right amount, so that way I can fill up my hibiscus pitcher And if you don't know, look up the benefits of hibiscus tea, the vitamin C, what it does for your heart, what it does for just so many things. It is a powerhouse of benefits. That's why I drink it every morning to put down my minerals versus drinking orange juice. I went with the hibiscus tea. So let's rinse this tea kettle out. That tea kettle right there cannot go on a it can't go on a stove. So I have to just brew the tea in here. So we're gonna put it in this tea kettle. And I do that so I won't waste or make too much water. We're gonna put that on the stove. Once that starts to whistling, it's good. We're gonna stick this in here, and we're gonna add the hibiscus that's needed inside this bad boy. Wipe that counter off. Get some soap. Well, nice if I put the top on it, huh? Ain't gonna do nothing without that top. It's not gonna whistle. I did that before and I was like, geez, my teapot taking forever to whistle. I never put the top on, right? And so the water boiled out. I was so upset. I said, oh my Lord, now I gotta boil some more water because I forgot to put the top on it. So it won't whistle without that top. That top has a lot to do with the whistling. All right, so that is too high. These grits are doing their thing. So I'm gonna add just enough for me. So I'm getting ready to add the cream. Actually, I'm gonna add a little bit more water, just a little. I feel like I like the grit grains to be very, very thick. That means that they have gotten very tender. So we're gonna make sure that is the case. Let's put this up, and we're gonna get some tea going in this thingy here. Over here, I'm gonna add the hibiscus, and I usually try to add like maybe half of this thingy. I swear on live it'd be so messy. It'd be so messy trying to make sure you're in the camera or all the things. It'd be real messy. Okay, that's about where we need it. It's kind of like, could y'all see that in there? It's like a little over half of the tea in there. So we're gonna put this back. We are about to now let that do its thing, and we are not trying to cook too fast. So I'm getting ready to get my cream cheese. Y'all know I showed y'all how to do grits years ago, several years ago, and that's one of my things. So we got the butter and a little bit of cream, and we're gonna put that in there and let it do its thing. And I'm gonna use Havarti's cheese because that's what I have, and I'm not gonna put that in until a little bit later. So let's add the butter, just a nice little chunk of butter to the grits. That's it. And let's get a spatula so we can squeeze these sausage a little bit. Cut the heat up a little bit on these sausage. Did y'all see? Yeah. Cut the heat up on those. All right. Let's get these dishes clean. So, yeah, I ordered a Walmart.com order, right? And I got 3 pizzas. Y'all know Red Baron is my thing. If RIZZY'S not eating and it's just me and I don't want to cook, I will get a Red Baron pizza with the quickness. They're very inexpensive. They're tasty. I love a crunchy thin crust pizza. So, yeah, that's always a go-to for me. And I'm going to use this for my toast when it's time. That's always a go-to for me. Do I want coffee this morning? Oh, I did a little Aldi's haul. It's real short. I didn't show it to y'all yet, but I got this, y'all. This looks so good. I think I tried this. I tried this before. That's why I got it. And I actually liked it. It gives the taste of how my coffee tastes with the mint extract. And I did buy another box of mint extract because my extract is going. And I think this extract's like $3.79 or something like that. So I did get that. I'll throw that haul up a little bit later so y'all can see that. I may make some coffee. Don't know. It's up in the ear right now. up in the air right now. So I'm currently just putting these dishes away so I can wash the other dishes and then have those out my way. Some of these is semi-dry, some of them dry. These are dishes from last night. So I bought that thingy and I showed y'all in the short. A lot of y'all were interested. If you seen that short of that thing that I got to extend the plugs in my bathroom and it didn't work, I actually, under that video in the comments, I put the link to that. It's not sponsored for those who are interested. I think Teresa, Chris, Cynthia, and somebody else asked me for the information on that. So I put the link in the comments for that. Now I have one of those in here. I love it, but this one came with a stand where I could put stuff on top of it. So this is my charging station for my vacuums, my floor cleaners, and all that stuff, right? So that one is pretty cool. And y'all, it was only $9. And then right after that, I found one for $7 something after I had bought it. But the $7 something one was a limited time. So when I went back to give that link, it was the same price as the one I just bought. So I was like, okay, no need. No need to share that. So let's get these dishes washed. And so I found something else. I think this is going to work. It comes today. I'll do a short on it when it does come and show y'all. And this one holds only 3 plugs. I don't need that many. I really only need like an extra 1, maybe 2. And it was $9 and I got 4 of them. So I can put them in different areas of the house. So to me, that was a better deal because technically that one I showed, it was a great price for what it had, the USBs and all that stuff on it. But at the end of the day, I won't never be using, what was it? 1, 2, 3, 4. I think it was like 6 different outlets and like 4 USBs. I would never be using that much stuff in my bathroom. So it really wasn't necessary. It was just a great price, but I found something that was the same price and you get 4 with 3 outlets. So now you could spread them out. If you have an older home or a home that was built with not that many outlets, it can be annoying, you know, trying to find a plug. So these come today and I'll definitely do a video on them. They're not sponsored. They come today. And so I will be sharing those as well with you guys on how they work. And hopefully it works in that space that I needed to work in because I got that echo. And like if I'm doing my hair or anything, I like to listen to music. And when I'm in the shower, I like to listen to music. So what happened was I blow dried my hair and I'm trying to do, actually I have them in my head now. I have the rollers in my head. I did a roller set. I ordered these orange rollers and I want to see how it comes out because remember my hair got damaged real bad at the school that I go to, trying to support and find a new up and coming natural stylist just in case I don't want to do my hair. But the last time I went, it was a nightmare. I literally had to cut like 2 inches of my hair off. I had to cut like 2 inches of my hair off. You talking about somebody, I was crying. My hair was so brittle. And I was like, you know what? My intuition told me. I mean, it's good to try to find new and up and coming stylists. But at the end of the day, I have to take a risk because they're in school that things can't happen. And you sign something like a waiver. And so I was like, yeah, I don't know if I go back unless, especially if it's something like chemical wise. She didn't know what she put in it and she didn't know what was in the shampoo. The teacher even came in. The teacher was like, oh my gosh, get this out her hair. Get this out her hair. I was so hurt, y'all. I was so hurt. She said, get it out her hair. Her hair does not like whatever is in here. Her hair does not like it. And, you know, I felt bad. The girl, you know, she's a student. She's still learning. She's still trying. And yeah, my hair was so damaged. I got home. It was, I'm talking brittle. And so this is the grits and I put the cream in. So I'm letting it still cook slow. It was brittle, y'all. And I cried. I said, I have been growing my hair and not touching it and letting it do its thing. My little afro was popping, all of that. And to have to cut my hair, it really peed me off. And I told you I might be considering a certain style. And a lot of y'all was like, oh, that's you. I like it. I'm still on the fence on what I want to do. So I said, let me try it. I said, my hair, I cut it. So I wanted to try to see how it looks with a roller set and if I'm going to like it, right? So that's what I have. Look. I have a set. Like it's in here. It's been here for a couple of days. If y'all seen this hook, I don't know the last time I was on. It's been here for a couple of days. But yeah. So that's that. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I am gonna take it out. I'm probably gonna do a short showing it and then taking it out and see if I can. I don't mind that natural. My hair is low density. So what is it? Where it looks kind of dry. Now I found that there's this mousse. They say this mousse is pretty good. I use this mousse I have currently is I forgot the name of it. I forgot the name of it. Lotta Body. I think it's called Lotta Body. It made the curls come out pretty good. But I'm noticing, see, I did it on wet hair. So I'm thinking maybe if I press my hair out, because I don't really put heat to my hair like that, do like a flat iron and then curl it, it probably come out even better, and I can kind of mold it and just do something with it. Y'all know me. I don't care about wearing afro. I don't care if it looks natural. Natural hair, afro just has a what they consider like a dry natural look. It's not all extra shiny and doing the most like a jerry curl, nothing crazy. So I don't mind that look. That look does not bother me at all. So I'm considering try not to cut it, let it grow again, and you know, trying to find alternatives before I cut it. And this is the one that I thought I might like, is putting the roller set in it and letting my hair just kind of curl and do, you know, do whatever. So that's about to start. Okay, we are whistling. So we're going to take that off of here. We're going to put the tea in here. Move this over here. I don't know if I want coffee or not. And all I do is just take and pour it right over the tea and let it sit for, I usually let mine sit for like at least an hour. I like it to get kind of cool, room temperature, and then I put it in my, put it in the actual, this here, it goes in here, and put it in the refrigerator. So I have it every morning. That's what I normally do. So that's that. We're going to put the top on it, let it brew and do what it do. Okay, we're going to put that there. We're going to crack these eggs. Meat is almost done. And I'm getting ready to put my toast in the oven. Please, I hope this sourdough is not sour, because I've not been having a good thing with all these sourdough. It's like I've a couple, sound like this was about to fall. Couple times I got the sourdough and it was like really sour, but that's when I tried the round loaf. And I was like, let me stick to what I know, which is the regular loaf. I gotta take these white things out my eggs. I can't do it. Can't do it. Cannot do it. Let me make sure y'all not talking to me. All right, yep. No white cores. There we go. There go one. Ugh. Gotta go. Okay. So the cores are gone. And we're gonna beat those real quick. This can get rinsed because we're not using that anymore. All right. Now we got this pan going here. A little bit of avocado oil in that pan. And then we're going to get the toast thing, put it on broil, and make some toast. Start. We're going to put 2 pieces on here and make some of this. This is the loaf. This is the regular loaf versus the round loaf. We're going to grab 2 pieces of toast. Put this back in the refrigerator. And we are going to add, I'm just going to do a little bit of this garlic salt. We ain't doing nothing fancy. The garlic salt and parsley, we're going to just put a little bit of that in the egg. That's it. And once this get hot, we're going to make some eggs. Okay. I'm going to butter these with the avocado butter. Hopefully that does not fall, because I got that leaning right on. Hold on. We're just going to put a little skim of avocado butter on these toast. Like so. Like that. These are going to go in the broiler in a hot minute. For right now, we want that grease to get hot so I can do these eggs. And that will be that. I think this is hot. Yeah. I don't know if I'm going to put cheese in them because I got cheese in the grits. I think we're just going to do a regular egg. We're just going to do a regular egg. I need to get all my stuff out my stuff on my thing. Yeah, we're going to do a regular egg. Let's get this egg off of here. It done dripped on down. That moved fast. Jeez. Dripped on down my pan. Yep. Gonna move it lightly. Like fluffy eggs, but I don't like them wet. Ooh, these grits are done. So I'm gonna throw some cheese in here. My Havarti's cheese. And then I'm just gonna put the top on it. Oh Lord, I burnt my eggs. To me, that's a burnt egg. I should have cut it off. Anyways, we're still eating it because we ain't wasting nothing. We ain't wasting nothing. I hate when I get brown in my eggs. That is so nasty to me. But it's whatever. Cut the flame off. It's still going to keep cooking. So I'm going to leave it just like that. Let me get some cheese. And I think I got one slice. Wait, did I already? Nope. I should have one slice of cheese left. Or is it more than one? I might have more than one. Let's see, because I just bought some new cheese. Oh, I got two. I got two. Oh, no, we're not eating that. We're not eating that. Good thing I bought a new thing, y'all. One in the trash and one in the recycling. Boom. Let me wash my hands. Let me get the new cheese, wash my hands, because that was mold. That was mold. New pack. It happens. Like, when stuff is fresh and it's good, it don't last a long time. It really doesn't. So that's something you definitely got to keep an eye on, especially so you won't be wasting your money. So I'm putting my bread in the oven. You definitely want to keep your eye on stuff like that. So we are getting ready to open the new pack. And I really don't have to cut the eye on for this to put in these grits because it's still hot. That cheese is going to melt. My hands are wet and this thing is sliding. Okay. I'm just going to do one. One isn't, oh, it broke. So I'm going to throw that in there. Where my other part at? All right. We're going to set this in this bag and close it. And I think maybe the bags weren't closed because my cheese don't really do that. So I think the bag wasn't locked tight like it should be. You know how kids, they don't be closing stuff tight sometimes. Let me get this little spot wiped up. All right, that's good. All right, so for this, I can't use that. So it's already melting. So we're gonna go, and it's already seasoned. I put the bouillon and the cream and all that stuff in here. Could y'all see it? So I'm just gonna tap that cheese underneath. I'm gonna tap the cheese underneath. Now I do want some more. I want some of this. Let me put some of this. Audi. So we're gonna tap that underneath. The eggs are done. Got a little brown, but they're done. I don't like wet eggs, so these are perfect. These are perfect. The sausage are still cooking. I like my sausage burnt. Definitely like them burnt. Can't do light sausage. The bread is doing its thing down there. I'm going to grab a plate and we are going to put the eggs on here. Gotta add some pepper. I'm gonna put the eggs on there. And we are going to, I want to eat it together. You know how you like eat your breakfast together, break up the sausage, break up the eggs, old school, and just kind of eat everything together. Cheese is melted. See a little piece, but most of it is melted. You can see you see that? I'm gonna let that sit just for a little bit. I think this bread might be done. Nope, not yet. Not yet. We're gonna place the sausage on this bad boy like that. And see, good thing I didn't add any oil because pork makes its own oil, the fats and stuff. So you don't need to add oil to your pan when you're making pork or any type of sausage. Usually you don't have to add no oil. I don't have no jam, so we're going to, that's done already. That's done. So my breakfast is basically done. I'm gonna sit and eat with y'all, talk to y'all about a couple things and show y'all a couple things. Boom. Nice. Nice. Set that there. And we are going to cut this off. Boom. I really want this by the egg, so I don't even know if I want this much, but we're going to put that much is fine. I'm going to add a tad of butter and some pepper to my food. I like the butter and the pepper on the top. So we're going to do that. And do I want coffee? Yeah, I think I want coffee. So we're going to set that over to the side. We are going to add some coffee. We're going to make some coffee. And y'all know I do my coffee old school. So I take the cup that I'm using, get some filtered water. And once I get the filter, where my, oh, okay. I was going to say I can't find my microphone. So boom, cut this on. Could y'all see? Put the amount of water from the cup that I want like that. Put that there. Then I grab my coffee. We're not going to put the extract because now I have that that mocha stuff. So what I like to do is put my sugar in first. So when my hot water hits it, the sugar melts. So, and I got to refill my sugar. I got to refill my sugar. Hold on. All right, let's refill this real quick. And see, this is low and this is low. That's when I know it's time to buy some more, which was a part of my Walmart order. And I'll do that later. But we're going to fill this bad boy up for now. Let's get out what we can. I usually do about, and these are not real, these are really small. Look at my thumb. These spoons are really small. They're real teaspoons. Yeah. I hate when it does that. Okay. That's it. This should help fill this up. I need something bigger. All right. Oh, I feel like something on my face. All right. We're going to go in and break that sugar up. This should be enough to fill up this whole thing. Let's see. Or get it close to full. Well, it's full enough. And then I'll be filling this up later. Later. We'll fill that up. All right. So that should be, let me get just one more half of. All right. So that's that. Then I put my strainer in here, right? Then I just take 2 scoops of coffee. This is if you don't have a coffee maker. You can make coffee without a coffee maker. And then you put this up. All right. So that's that. Once that boil, I pour this over there slowly and let it sit for a couple minutes, and that makes my coffee. Let me put a top on these grits because there's still some in there. Let's get some pepper on my plate, and I'm going to show you the plate up close. So we got pepper. I like seeing pepper on my grits and on my eggs. And we're just going to eat the toast regular. We're not going to put no sugar or anything. Not sugar. No jam or anything. And that is also avocado butter from Country Crock. And these are sourdough toast. So let's let that do its thing. Let's sit down over here. Let's sit down over here. Let me cut my light on. Hold on one second, y'all. About to be bright for me. About to be bright. Got all these cabinets open. All right. So we are sitting down. Look, last piece of cake. We end up making a cake like the cupcakes that I did for her. I made that like 2 days ago. We had a taste because them cupcakes were so good and we didn't really get any because she passed them out. So yeah, I have to check off my stuff that I have to do. I gotta find some caulk. I'm noticing the caulk in the tub needs to be replaced. And I gotta find, I know I got caulk, so I have to find it. This is how I like to eat it. I like to break up the egg into there and tell me if you do the same thing. And I like to break up my sausage. I like to kind of eat it all together like that. Y'all, so good. Look at this, y'all. Somebody told me to try this. I had regular cheddar. I had a taste for hold on one second. I had a taste for that light just too bright for me. For chili cheese fries. And I got everything for them. I got cheddar, mild cheddar. I got crinkle fries, and I got some cattleberry chili. Y'all know the kind I like, right? And they were like, try the Velveeta. I never bought this before. They was like, try the Velveeta queso dip. I'm gonna try it. They said, put that over the chili and the fries. You're gonna like it. And I found out that's 16 ounces. And a 16 ounce, if I did do Velveeta, I usually just do cheddar. If I did do Velveeta, the Velveeta was $7.89. That was only $3. And it's 15 ounces. And the Velveeta was 16 ounces. I was like, yeah, I'm going to melt the Velveeta anyways. And I'm sure this is the same thing. It's ready. Look, y'all. It is ready. Okay, so now all I'm gonna do is cut this off. Cut that off. And you want your coffee to bloom. That's the best way to get it to be stronger, not so weak. And I don't like real strong coffee, but you still want it to bloom. So you take and you pour. I don't know if y'all can see. I can't see what y'all can see. Just a little over the coffee beans. And you let that sit for like 15 seconds. Then you come back. Then you come back and you pour the remaining water over it and let it sit. Add your creamer, a cup of coffee, no coffee maker. Okay? So let's do that. Could y'all see? And they bloom. When you see them bubbles and stuff, that means the coffee is blooming. So sometimes I do it twice, but I'm just going to do it once for video sake. And Lord. Okay. This tripod has, I don't even know where it went. I done dropped this. Let me cut this off. Now I don't see, y'all. I don't even know where it went. I done dropped this microphone. Now, look, I can't even see the microphone, y'all. It's literally nowhere to be found. It popped off the bottom of the tripod, and now it's nowhere to, and I spilled my coffee. It went all over. As soon as it fell, I was pouring the coffee, and I was pouring it, trying to look and pour it outside of the cup. Y'all, I don't even see. I had the piece on me. I put that down, but the piece the adapter, it is something on this. I know I felt something. Felt like a piece of hair or something keep going in my face. I'm gonna have to order another one of those because, y'all, it literally fell off and I felt it hit my feet. I felt it like fly over my foot, and it's gone. It's literally gone. Look at this mess. Look at this mess. From trying to grab it and put the coffee pot down real quick because I seen it about to slide. Yeah. I don't know where it went. I got this part that was on me. But the other part, it literally, I'm trying to figure out where, because I don't have, only thing I can think of is under the stove. because everything is like really close to the ground. Now we got a spot right here. These cabinets are up a little hot. I doubt it went, or it could have went under the refrigerator. Nope. I can't see it if it did. Ain't that crazy, y'all? I'm gonna just have to get another one. That microphone has been through it. This tripod, for some reason, I don't know, it just don't be holding stuff. Like, I need it to have, my other one has like guards at the end of it. This one, it just, I'm gonna show you. This one, it just sits in. It's like flat. Now, other ones have like a thick ridge here, so when you put the phone in, it holds the phone back. If I tilt this or do anything, those rubber things, all the phone does is just slide. It literally, like, if I put it in there and I'm tilting it, the phone just kept sliding, sliding, sliding until it fell off. Yeah, so. Okay, this coffee is basically done. And what I do is just take it. I do this a couple times. Usually I do this a couple times like that. And then take it and drain it. And that's going to be my cup of coffee. I'm going to add my creamer. And now we got stuff to clean up. We're going to add the creamer. And can y'all see? I'm going to add creamer. And that is going to be my cup of coffee. I want to clean this stove off right now. But my food is going to get colder. So, yeah. We're just going to go with what we got. Oh my gosh, this is so good. I still feel like it's not minty enough. I need some of my mint. I like it to taste like real mint mocha. Oh, I think I put too much. I think I put too much mint. Let's see. I did. I did. Oh my gosh. It's okay though. I did. Yeah, I was thinking about this last night. I said, I want grits. I want grits for breakfast. And that's what we're going to have. So, yeah. I hate the whites of the egg like that. Oh, don't want that. And I didn't put cheese in them, so. Yeah, my food was getting cold. Messing with that freaking coffee. Anybody talk to me? Nope. I know, right? I got up so late. If you're still there, Tam, I know you're probably at work. But I got up so late today because I stayed up late. Making sure. Hey, Sheila. I don't know who's still in here. I don't know if it's random people watching or if it's some of my OGs watching. Yeah, but you ever had a taste for something? You're like, oh, that's what I want. I normally like my bread with some type of jam, but it actually tastes okay. It's not bad. Just eating it like this. You guys see? Okay, so I bought some lights for those lamps. Remember those lamps I thrifted? And I got both of them for, what was it, $10 a piece or something like that. I found some lights for them. I didn't want the lights to be too bright. I wanted the lights to bring an ambiance to the room and like make it dim or whatever. And so I found these light bulbs that I don't know if that was egg or not. I don't like, yeah. I found these light bulbs that were chargeable and they dim. They come with a remote and they have other colors. Remember, I did the colors in my kitchen underneath the cabinets and stuff like that. I don't want that in this kitchen. I want this to be more soft white or whatever. And I did that a long time ago. So I found these, and if you see the thumbnail, that's the pair that's in the dining room. They are really nice. As soon as I eat this, I'm going to show it. looking at MSC. I was looking at MSC. Like a couple months ago. I've never been on it. Yo, this is so good. Let me know what you find, Sheila. So good, y'all. So, I feel like they were kind of pricey, but then again, when I try to look at other prices, I guess I got a good deal. I'm going to show them to you. They're so nice. They're so nice. And if you're interested, let me know. I should give you the Amazon link. Not sponsored. My own money. My own coins. So, yeah. I was excited about them. They needed to be charged. At first, I was like, oh, I'm taking them back because they're too dim. But they needed to be charged. And so, the whole point was making sure it's dark in the dining room or living room. And once it's dark, then I can see how they really, really work. And I did that. And last night, I loved it. And they were $30 for 4. These are not just lights. They don't need to be plugged in. You charge them. They have hooks in case you have a power outage, so you could use them for versatile things. Like, if it's somewhere in your house and you need light, you could just grab these and then just put them back. I'm going to show y'all. They're so nice. They're so nice. And you know, with power outages and stuff, you ain't got to worry about candles. You just got to make sure they're charged. It's an alternative. I mean, I think they only stay charged for like 4 hours. So I'm going to show you. Oh, you going back to the Bahamas? I haven't been to Bahamas so many times. I want to go somewhere else. I really want to go Virgin. Me and Rizzy just went on an 8-day cruise some months ago, so we went to a lot of places on that cruise. I don't know where my microphone thing. I'm still looking, sitting here looking around. Okay, let me show y'all the lights. This is them. I don't have the lights on, but look at this. These are them. And this is like a very light orange or whatever. And they got a timer, they could flash. And then this is the regular white. Soft white. Hold on. I'm trying to make sure I'm doing it right. I feel like it's not. Let me cut it off. Something ain't right. Now when I show y'all, this is crazy, man. Oh my gosh. Are you serious? I swear, now it's not working now that I'm showing y'all. I'm literally cutting off. Okay, maybe not. Maybe it was meant for me to do this because what? And it has brand new batteries. What is happening right now? That the on came on, but why is the off button not working for both? Let me see if the on. Okay, so in my living room I have them too, and I usually can come on here. See, they come on. This is the soft white, and these are the lamps I got them for. But since I found a box of 4 cheaper than a box, it was more cost effective to go with the 4 than the 2. And that's regular white. This is soft white. This bright white. So that's what I wanted these for the different tones of white. But if I want to be, you know, if I want to bring some type of ambiance, y'all know with the colors and stuff, they be doing all that. I do like it, but I do have a light that already is a smart light that does colors. So I just usually keep this on like a nice soft, and then you can dim them. You could dim them real low. You see that? Or you could bring them back up bright. Like that. Yeah. So, and they really work at a distance. Let's see if these come back on, y'all. This is crazy. Let's see how it works from over here. Off. Something ain't right. Look at it. This off is not working, but let's see if the off works over here. Nope. Oh no, it is. Something's wrong with these lights, gotta be. Now the crazy part is these are the ones I just charged last night. These are the ones I just charged. So I don't know. Let me show you how they look. See that base? It's a screw-in base with a magnet, and you just put it on like that. So you don't even need a plug. So that means you could put a lamp anywhere you want to put it. And that's how all of them are. Then they come with, hold on. They come with these hooks. Come with 4 remotes, as a matter of fact, which I thought was overkill. Is it 4 or is it 2? Hold on. Yeah, 4 remotes. Because what if you put a lamp in each room? So, and the remotes are actually nice and thick and sturdy. Hold on. Come with 4 of them. See how thick that remote is? It comes with 4 of them. You do have to put AAA batteries, which I don't mind because I use rechargeable. And I don't know why these are not responding. These are not responding to this remote. Let me change the batteries and put it in another remote and see what happens. So we're going to take the batteries out of here. And these, like I said, are rechargeable Amazon batteries. And I have chargers. Best way to go instead of spending your money on batteries all the time. Oh, me and my little no nails. Hold on 1 second. How do I get these? Let me get these batteries out of here. Oh, let me get a butter knife. Y'all, I am ordering another one of those today. Microphones. I'm going to look at different ones because, yeah, that definitely... Why is this so hard to get out? Like, come on now. Like, I even got... This is crazy. This shouldn't be this difficult. Especially if you got older people who can't maneuver certain things. Like, this shouldn't be this difficult. Just because of this, I would want to take it back. Like, this is irritating me. Like, why do I have to go through all this to get a battery out? Let me pop it in my hand. Yeah, we're going to do that. Let's grab another one. Let's see if it reacts or responds to this. Because how is it not turning on and off all of a sudden? Okay, let's see. Let's see. Off. Okay. What? Not up. What is happening? And it's not the distance, y'all, because the one in the living room comes on and off without a problem. So let's go back to the one in the living room and see. Okay. On. See what I'm saying? Off. On. Off. On. Off. Like, what is happening right now? Okay, now one didn't go. Okay. Okay. On. Off. Something ain't right with this set. It has to be something is not right. Because that set is working fine. It's not. Let me see. I shouldn't have to get this close. Nope. I shouldn't have to get that close. I wasn't getting that close before. I was not. See, now this one didn't go off. And I'm standing like right next to it. Like, yeah. This is a real true review, huh? Off. Yeah, see, it ain't the remote. It's something. Something with these lights. Oh my gosh. Look at that. I'm literally pressing the off button. Let's see. Oh, See what I'm saying? It's something with that one. It's something with that one. It's something with that one because this one is doing everything that I'm pushing. Anything I'm pushing, it's going. It's doing. That one, nope. Something ain't right. And I keep the remote over here. I don't want to have to get up, go all the way to the light. That's defeating the purpose. You know what I mean? To cut it on and off. Okay, this one is back on. I don't know. I actually don't know. I just know I'm returning them. Yep, I'm returning them because I shouldn't have to do all this. I shouldn't have to do all this. So, well, another thing going back. The concept is good. I'll try to see if I could do exchange and see if the new ones come in acting right or whatever and kind of go from there. But yeah, I'm feeling some type of way because I've been using this and playing with it before I showed y'all on this camera and it's been fine. No, I'm talking about Swift. Boop, cut it. And I don't even stand this close. Swift cut them on. It's got to be something wrong with that one because like I said, now watch this. We at a distance. We way over here. Look at this. You see what I mean? Like, come on. Something is happening. Now, it's the off button. The off thing is like I have to press it multiple times and I shouldn't have to. I shouldn't have to. So, oh Lord. Whatever, y'all. Yeah, whatever. So that's why I got those. I'm hoping that I can do an exchange. I don't think they were on a limited sale or nothing, so I should be able to still get them exchange or for the same price. But anyways, I wanted to get into this real quick. Laura, if you do see this when you do come in, was it Laura or Ruth? No, Ruth. This book is so amazing. It's so amazing. I've been reading this one and another one, and that's kind of where I'm at in this book. Thank you for the recommendation. Thank you for the recommendation. As I said, I always write down who referred it, why I thought it would be a good book for me and what I want to learn from it. And at the end of reading it, I write down what I learned from it, what I got, how did it change my mindset. This book right here. And then I even ordered the other one. It's another one after this. It's The Courage to Be Happy. And that was only $10. I think this was 12 or was this 10? I think this is like 12 or something like that. And then the one I got that's coming today was 10. Then the Let Them. Oh my gosh. It's listen, it's okay. So it's a philosopher and a youth talking about the cause and effect. People making excuses because they grew up this way, because they had parents like this, because their parents did this to them, because people make excuses for now, which would be the effect, cause this happened, because this happened. And it's teaching the youth in here. The young man is talking to a older senior, older man, a wise man, philosopher, in regards to one scenario he gave. He's like, oh, my friend he's a really cool dude. I love him. He's down to earth, blah, blah, blah. But he don't like going outside. Every time he goes outside, as soon as he steps out the house, he shakes and gets anxiety. And he wants to be in the world, but it's hard for him to be in the world because being around people makes him feel a certain type of way. So as they dug deeper, he was like, but your friend can change. He was like, I don't believe that. He was like, it's something he's dealing with. It's a mental thing or something, a mental illness. He was just going on and on. And he was talking about how people create mental illness and how people create, they set a goal. And when we think of goals, we're thinking like, oh, my goal is to lose weight, buy a house, save money. No, he's talking about the mental goals that we set are so ingrained in us to be the excuse for why our current state is a certain way. So we'll say, hey, I'm angry because, I'm like this because my dad, my mom, my this, excusing, or I haven't done this because, like, your current situation, which is the effect, people are excusing their current situation by making the cause the reason why they're like they are today. And y'all know it's so crazy that Ruth told me about this because I talked about it. I said, as an adult, there becomes a time, and y'all know I've said this, there becomes a time in life where you cannot keep using the excuse of, oh, my dad did this, my mom did this, my granddad did this, my brother did this, my uncle did this. And he's not saying that you cannot be affected in some way, but even if you are, you still have the choice to do things differently. It's still within you. And he made a decision. He said, well, Well, let me go deeper. He was like, the other day I was going for an interview and I had a pure nice white shirt on, got my shirt prepared for this interview, and I went to go get me some coffee and some breakfast, and the waiter literally slipped and dropped all the coffee and the danishes on me, or whatever. He dropped something on his white shirt, and he was like, I was so upset. He was like, okay, he was upset, and he said, I went off on him. He was like, and I'm not the type to go off. I'm very calm, especially in public. I don't just do that. I'm not a person to even go off at all, but definitely wouldn't do it in public. And he was like, and why did you go off? He was like, because he spilled coffee on me. He was like, right, he spilled coffee on you, but what happened? He was like, it made me angry. He was like, so your goal was to be angry. I was like, wow. So I'm waiting. He's like, he's like, no, I was angry because he was like, no, your goal was to be angry. And he was like, I don't get it. I'm not going to let you make me feel bad. He was wrong, blah, blah, blah. He said, okay, can I ask you this? He was like, so when you got angry, how did it feel? He was like, it just happened. It wasn't nothing. It was impulsive. Like it just happened. As soon as he spilled the coffee, I got angry. He was like, He was like, and so your anger felt like, he was like, I was frustrated. I was upset. I was like, he was naming everything. He was like, okay, so if you had a knife in your hand, you probably would have stabbed him up, right? And he was like, oh, you're taking this too far. He said, no, listen to what I'm saying. If you had a knife in your pocket, your mind would have regulated, or you would have had some type of thought process, because there's something in you that would allow you to think twice before you pulled out the knife. And he got quiet. He was like, am I right? And he said, yeah. He was like, I wouldn't, that would have been going too far. He was like, but that's your opinion, basically, of it going too far, right? He said, now let me go back to what I was saying. When that guy spilled the coffee, why wasn't your first response, oh, okay, frustrating, upset, got to change my clothes, but, let the gentleman apologize. He wiped it off, and then he can tell you, what if he was to tell you, hey, I can launder your suit. You know what I'm saying? I can launder whatever he messed up. I can launder it, take it to the dry cleaner and all that. He was like, what if that would have been the outcome? Would have been so angry? He was like, I don't, like, he didn't think of it like that. He was like, that's the thing. The not thinking allowed you to have the excuse of what he did to be the excuse of what you did. And I'm like, wow. He was like, so let me give you another example. Mom and daughter going at it. And the daughter did something really bad, and the mom is so upset. Soon as she's going in, she's yelling at the daughter or whatever about whatever she did, and then the phone rang. The phone rang, and the mom tone automatically changed, and she's talking to this person very nice, very calm, very subtle. After the phone, she realizes, I forgot, it was somebody important or whatever. After the phone call, she's back to the anger. Her goal was to be angry. That was the goal. My goal is to be angry, and it don't sound, you got to read the book. It don't sound like, oh, my goal. No, meaning you made up in your mind, I'm going to be angry. You made up in your mind, I'm going to be miserable. You made up in your mind, I'm going to be whatever. You have a choice. Why? If she didn't have a choice, even when she picked up the phone, she would still be talking in the same tone that she was talking to her daughter, right? He said, we choose to be a certain way, and basically we can turn it on and off, right? But it's a choice. So then he went back to the friend. He said, your friend didn't seem to get much attention from his parents. Your friend didn't seem to think his parents cared or gave him the love he wanted. He was like, right. Yeah, he just really felt like, he was neglected as a child, blah, blah, blah. And so now that he's recluse and he's in his house, he don't want to go out. He hardly goes out. He don't even want to deal with the world. And what he tells him is, yeah, I want to get out there, but it's a lot for me. I can't. It's too much or whatever, right? But the other part of it is his parents caters to him. They give him love, attention, and are you okay? Are you hungry? He's getting all the things that he didn't get when he was young by being what he is today. Reclusive, staying in the house, don't be around people, saying that he has anxiety of being around people, saying that he fears being around people. All of those things, he's like, you could say something so much till you believe it. Till you actually believe it. So he believes that was his goal. His goal is to be away from people. His goal is to pull away. His goal is to be sad, be miserable about his life. And then the excuse of that is I'm not good with people. I'm not good around people. And that excuse gives him the reason or whatever, the excuse to act and be reclusive and not be around people. It's just like you gotta. Basically, he said anybody can change. He said anybody can change. He said anybody. So this is where I'm at. This is the next chapter. It says people always choose not to change. And I kid you not, it's so real. Like people use the excuse of they past life. I've been through some crazy crap and I still get on here and smile. And only those that really truly know me and I share it with them, they understand the things that I've been through, from childhood to marriage to parenting to friendships, all of that. You get what I'm saying? But when some people are like, oh, you still believe in love, you still believe in the black man, you still believe in, I do. Because the choices I made, or the choices that yeah, I've made, and then I have to be accountable. We make choices, not saying that we chose to make bad choices to be with the wrong people. It's just you end up seeing who a person is after the fact, and it is what it is. It still was your choice, right? So, and we have to be accountable for that. I don't care if the person was good, bad, indifferent, manipulative, all of that. I chose this person, and then I seen who this person was, which was a part of my life. Am I going to bash all black men because this man extorted me, because this man beat me, because this man tried to kill me, because this man, like, am I going to bash all? And when I talk to people, they're like, oh, black women, or when I hear a man say, yeah, y'all black, no, I'm going to stop you right there, sir, because let me tell you something. You have not dated all of us. That is not fair to put us in a totality lump because of your personal experiences. And we have to be very careful, because you can't on one end talk all this manifestation stuff, but then on the other end, you totally embody everybody with the words that you say that are negative because of your experiences in life. I don't do that. I still believe in the black man. I still believe the black man is amazing. I still believe the black man is very powerful. They're great fathers. They're great business. They are great people. This guy was like, yeah, we would be great if. I said, what? Don't you ever. I said, no, I love my people. I said, don't you ever say we will be great if. We are great. No matter if we don't know it. A lot of us don't know it. A lot of us don't realize it. We don't understand our power. We are great regardless. You may be great. And I said, so is that the case? As if, say, let's just say, somebody, let's just say something simple. Somebody's very intelligent. I mean, I'm talking about IQ of off the Richter scale, right? And then they do something that's not equating to the type of characteristics they have or whatever. Are they now not smart, intelligent? Have they become not that now because they did something or made a mistake or did something without thinking? Or, we make mistakes. Things happen in life. You do not change who you are just because you make mistakes and just because you have to. Sometimes God wants you to experience stuff. The universe makes you experience things or whatever. You do not change because of a mistake. You are still great, my sister. You are still great, my brother. It does not matter what you've been through. I don't care if you lose your position. Oh my gosh, I'm getting goosebumps because I said, listen, if I can't have a man and we lose everything and we in a shelter together and I look over at you like, babe, I'm good. Why? Because I am the greatness that created all of what you see that can be gone in an instant. These are superficial things. I am that. If it wasn't for me, I would not have these things. So we need to turn our thinking, and we're backwards with everything. I'm doing this because, no, you are doing this because what? You get what I'm saying? It can't be something that's currently not standing. You're not currently being abused by your mom or molested by a grandfather or a uncle or a sister or whatever. That's not currently happening. Yes, that's why they say people need to heal, because once you heal, I know I'm cool. I don't have no problems with nobody. I don't look down on nobody. And I say this over and over. I love my family. But see, some people that are not healed and don't understand the concept of love is an unconditional thing. I unconditionally love you. That doesn't mean that I have to have you in my life. That's just the action and the feeling I have for you. That does not mean I have to deal with you. So just don't let nobody make you feel some type of way. I love you because you are that to me. And I know deep down inside, because I'm learning things and I'm growing mentally and emotionally, and my intelligence is so next level. I know that I used to be in a state where today I would never look at myself and think that I would learn and see things the way I do today. And so many people need that healing. So I have grace. So I'm not going to say I don't love you. I don't hate nobody. You know what I'm saying? I ain't going to front. I do kind of hate people that take advantage of old people. I hate the actions of people who take advantage of old people and little kids sexually. I hate that. I despise that. Them, can't so much say them, but kind of sort of that. If there's any hate, that will be the hate that I have. Anywho, so we sit and we realize that we have family, right? And we're taught family are your parents that had you, your sibling, your blah 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 blah. But family, and I talk about this so much, and I talked about this on my radio show, and relatives are two different things. They're two different things. I have a lot of relatives, right? Don't deal with them, right? Don't care to deal with them. And sometimes when you realize you're at a certain state, and it's not even a good thing to drain yourself to try to get somebody to see things differently so they can have better and not be stuck in what he talks about. This is what I've been through. That's just me. That's just me. No, because if that's the case, he said it. Everybody that was abused by their parents, neglected by their parents, abandoned by their parents, or whatever, if because of that, this is what the effect is. Everybody would be the same. He said it would be a strange world. Everybody would be the same because that would be the guarantee. Because this happened to you in life, I don't care how tragic it is, this is what the outcome would be for anybody that went through that same thing. He was like, is that the case? He said, no. He said, right, because so many people choose to not let it be a burden. So many people choose to not let that be they're why they're not great. They're why they haven't done anything in life. They're why they're so angry, miserable, and treating people a certain way. My thing is this, and I'll stand on it. I don't care what nobody say. When you love yourself, you don't have no space to treat people and talk about people and have the energy to talk bad about people, not in their presence, vice versa. When you truly have love for yourself, your life consists of your right now, your moment. You embrace that moment. We don't know how many moments we're going to get. You truly embrace that moment because it is a blessing and it is a gift from God. So you embrace that. I don't have time or energy to have conversations about nobody that don't do nothing for me, that are not a part of my life, that don't care about me, and people who try to use me. I don't have no conversations for that. And anybody that truly knows me, they know that. I'm not getting on the phone talking to you about something that has nothing to do with you and me. I'm not getting on the phone unless it's something that I'm sharing with someone that I may have currently experienced or something like that. But I don't have the energy to be having conversations about people that are irrelevant in my life. I don't have that. Did I say that right? Irrelevant, whatever. People that don't matter in my life. And I'm not saying just because they don't matter, I don't love them. I still love them. But what I mean by that is we take on so much energy trying to control people that have the choice to do what they want to do. Either they love you, treat you, give you the reciprocity that you give, or they're not. Once you see that, you should be moving on and doing your thing and living your life because that's your life and you don't want to waste it caring about why this person is not treating you like you treated them. Why is this person not loving you like you love them? At what point is it going to click and say, I don't care if it's a uncle, mama, daughter, grandmama, spouse, or whatever. You must put yourself first. God gave you reign over yourself, and the choices that you make, sometimes they hard. I've been there, done that. You have to walk away from stuff, even if it's comfortable and it feels good. You have to walk away because sometimes a person may not be, and that's when that I believe that the Bible was stolen from the truth. You get what I'm saying? I believe that there's so much truth in the Bible. I'm not a religious person, but I believe that. And when I say that, like, unequally yoked is not what most people think it to be. Oh, he don't got this and I don't got. No, I'm talking like outside of that, when you have a conversation and y'all not on the same page, this person don't even think about the things the way you think about. Meaning, like, you can have your own thoughts, but like, okay, I'm gonna give you a for instance, somebody that don't smoke, that don't drink, that don't do any of that, right? And everything from the bedroom to the finances may be okay with this person, right? But this person is a pothead. They love to drink, they love to party, but they might be doing all the other things, right? That is not a good balance. You feel what I'm saying? For a person who does not do those things, it's definitely not a good balance. So you have to really take accountability for, and I was talking to my therapist about, like, communicating with men and talking and having conversations. And like, when you got a real vulgar mouth, I can't do it. Every other word, I'm like, oh, oh. Like, now your girl got to be mad. When I'm upset, mad, you might get some words, right? But I know how to articulate very well, so I don't really have to do that even when I'm upset, frustrated, or disappointed. But angry, that or somebody trying to take from me, hurt my family, or do something to my finances or anything like that, you know, those are the things that can bring about anger. But still, having that time to think, process it, and you ain't trying to go to jail. You know, you ain't trying to do nothing stupid, so you still have the time to process. So in this, basically, he's saying anybody can change. He's saying that whatever you've been through is not the effects of what's today. The effects of what's today is what you choose to let them be, because you set a goal to, I'm upset. I'm upset because my mama did this. My mama didn't do this. My mama didn't do that. My daddy didn't do this, and my daddy didn't do that. Get over yourself. You can't change the past. And that's what basically saying, you can't go back and change the past. So are you going to keep getting upset about it? And are you going to keep using that as your excuse? And that's where you talk about people, you know, different levels of weak-minded people, strong-minded people, all that, just a different level. So that's what it's about. You know me, I like to give you in depth. But yeah, so it's a good read. It's a smooth read. It's an easy read. Remind me to post the book on somebody remind me to post the book on the community tab, and then I'll put the link to the book in the comments. Remind me to do that. So yeah, I love it. I love it. So I was reading another book, so I kind of was like, you know, going back and forth, and I said, nope, I'm gonna focus. I'm gonna focus on this one because I'm liking this, and I think that this is a good read. And I'm excited because it shows a conversation with a wise man and a young man. You know, seeing the young man's thought process, seeing the older man's thought process, and how the young man is like getting epiphanies and never thought about that. Oh, never. You know, it's a beautiful read. So, wanted to share that with you guys. And I shared the lights with you guys. I already called Walmart. I gotta find some what? I gotta find some caulk. So after I get off the phone with y'all, I'm about to clean my kitchen, find caulk, and I have to remove caulk and caulk my bathroom. I will be doing that today. I will be doing that today because, yeah, I will be doing that today. That's something that needs to be done. I can see it's coming out, and you don't want water getting all down in places that don't need to be getting all down in. So that's that. I thank you guys for the thumbs up. I thank you guys for who joined me. Breakfast was amazing, and my coffee is cold. It's so pepperminty. Y'all overkill. I think I need to get like a little dripper to drip my little choo in there, because it tastes like I crushed a real strong peppermint in there. It's strong. It's strong. I will be releasing some a couple shorts today. And do y'all want me to go live, or do y'all want me to do a video? I think it will be, I think I'm going to do a video on cleaning the carpet in the living room. Y'all think I should go live, or should I do a video on cleaning the carpet in the living room? I still haven't done it, and I really do want to do it. I do want to do it. It's not a necessity, but I can tell it could use a good cleaning. So, and I really wanted to swap the carpet from in my dining room to the living room, and sell the one in the living room after I clean it. And then, because I got this particular rug I want in the dining room, and I don't know, the rug is nice, and I got it for the low at let me show you. I got it for the low price, good price at Ross. Even the and it's a Nautica rug. Even the manager was like, oh my gosh, I didn't see that, I would have got that. So this rug was a great buy. I think I spent like $60. It's like an off-white, very nice rug, very nice, very plush or whatever. I think that I want to put this in the living room, and I think that I want to take the one in the living room and probably either put it in Rizzy room or sell it, because she got a smaller rug. This might be too big. This gonna probably fill up her at one side. So I was thinking about taking this one, put it in her room after I clean it, bring that one in here, and then get the rug I really want. This is not giving what I want it to give, and I think I'm gonna swap them out and put that in my baby room. Y'all, I'm throwing these away. They're not doing what they're supposed to be doing. They're not. Look at, they're doing all this. Yeah, these are going to the trash. I'm seeing it. Yeah, it's not doing what it needs to do. I have been looking at this for the longest. It is so much crap. I got a bag of Goodwill stuff. Still got to run through, see what I want, don't want. Got to put those under the bed. I don't know what just happened. I don't know what just happened, y'all. Anywho, so that stuff been sitting there. I didn't open my windows. I ain't cut my smelly good on. Messing with y'all. Let me cut my smelly good on. My little burner. Cut my candle thing on. Okay, that's on. That's on. This little heater got this room feeling good. You got to cut this bad boy on. Yep. That's that. And I'm going to go on Amazon, return these lights, and look for some caulk. And get that caulk. Get that bathroom caulked after I clean up. Yeah, so I thank you guys for joining me. Sorry, had to go to a meeting. You are fine. I hope you heard the information about the book. Very good book. I actually bought the other book. The other book is coming today. Let me see. Let me show you. I think that one is coming today, and this is the other one. And I think, as what they said, I think it's a conversation as well. I believe. Hold on. I think it's a conversation as well. Let me show you. This is the one that's coming today. Remind me to show y'all arriving between 3 and 6. Yep. That's the new book. I'm excited. So this is the next one, and it's crazy, y'all, because when you look all the way down to the bottom and they tell you all the stuff that people buy, and look at this. Look at the third book, the green one. So Ruth, I think it was. Yeah, Ruth told me about The Curse to Be Disliked, right? And then I noticed as I'm reading this, I was going on Amazon, I see somebody talk about this book in the reviews when I was looking at the reviews of Curse to Be Disliked, somebody told me about this one. So I'm like, oh, gotta get it. And then look at the third, Let Them. Ain't that crazy? I had already purchased Let Them. I had already purchased Let Them. I had already purchased. It's ready. It came on the 16th. Yep. So I'm excited. If you never seen her on the Tubi Tube, she is amazing. This one, I started to peek into this one. That's why I was like, nope. I want to fully focus on this one, because this one I told y'all my therapist had told me about Let Them theory, and I went back in my therapy journal to see when we talked about this, and it was 8/24 of 25 is when she said, I need you to focus on this theory called the Let Them theory. And I'm like, okay, I didn't know, it was a book that was, months ago. And when I showed it to her, she said, she like screamed, was like, wow, you found the book? I said, yeah. And she was like, yep, that's the theory I was telling you. Let them. You got to let people just do what they do. They'll realize it. Stay who you are. Stay true to you. You ain't got to bash, talk to see. What people fail to realize is the energy, ancestors, God, all of that. When you talking bad about people and then you come in their face and you're acting, when you doing all that behind people's back, you wonder why people stay blessed. You wonder why you can't understand people's lives. It's because they blessings come because of that integrity. And I'll talk about it, and you're going to hear me say this a million times. When you don't have integrity is the things you don't do around people and the things you do when nobody's watching. That's where your blessings come from. And some people wonder why they're struggling, can't get it right, and things won't work out for them, because you're evil. You talk bad about people. You try to put people down that's not even bothering you, thinking about you. And at one point, that person could have been everything to you, but you messed it up and didn't appreciate them. And now your excuse is, it's because. You get what I'm saying? And you're excusing that to be evil, manipulative, combative, and all that stuff, but you're going to pay. Like, God don't play. He don't play. You're going to pay. You're going to pay. And I just sit back and I just watch how people do stuff and they think they're getting away with something. They think they're on top and they think they're doing something. And then it's like, boom, it hits them. And then a lot of times, God will make it where you're the only one that can help them. The same one that they turn their back on, the same one that they might talk about, the same one that they may not give reciprocity to or whatever, or make the excuse that now is something that you've done, they gonna pay. Don't just keep being who you are, guys. Keep being who you are. Keep doing the things that you're supposed to do. I don't care who it is in your life. You know, don't let nobody drain you to the point where you just keep giving, doing, trying to share and show your love, and they're not giving the same, or they're not appreciating it. I don't care who it is. You know, from a sibling to a spouse to a child, do not do it. Your life is yours. And if you allow other people to drain you, make you sad, miserable, stressed, and all those things, that's your choice. That's your choice. That is your choice. Nobody can't make you anything. Nobody can't make you feel anything. Yes, we do have feelings, and feelings are valid according to that emotion, but don't let those feelings keep you in a situation that is your excuse for why. You know what I mean? So yeah, love you guys. Let me get out of here. I got things to do. I got things to do. We want to clean this kitchen, caulk the bathtub, return these lights. I ain't taking them today, but we're going to put the little return thing in. And just get this hibiscus tea in the refrigerator. Just a little task I got to do. And fill that sugar up. Yeah, just little tasks. But, and I'm going to try to find this little thing. I'm hoping it went under the stove. I'm thinking that's where it went. It went. Love you guys. Talk to you in the next video. Later, Gators.